Hi friends, it's Miss Adelia. So this week we're going to be doing a science project. I know Miss Becker read the book Growing a Rainbow. So what we're going to do is we're going to be doing a project with water because plants, especially flowers, like to drink water because they need it to help them grow. So what we're going to do is, this project is called Walking Water. So I have 3 jars, 1, 2, 3 jars, and they have water in them. I used food coloring to dye it yellow, red, and blue. Now, those aren't the only colors in the rainbow. So I have 3 jars that have water in them and 1, 2, 3 jars that have no water in them. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 jars all together. So we're going to make a prediction. A prediction is when you think in your head what might happen when I take these paper towels and I'm going to put them, all these jars, in a circle. And I'm going to put a paper towel between a jar that has water. Oh, Kitty wants to help with the art or the science project. I'm going to put a paper towel between a jar that has water and a jar that doesn't have water and see what happens. So your prediction is going to be what might happen when we do that. So what I want you to do is, I don't have a big whiteboard like Miss Becca and Miss Brianna do at my house. I only have some at school. So I'm going to take a piece of paper like you would do at home, and I'm going to draw what I think my jar looks like. I'm going to draw 3 different jars. Now I'm not going to draw what I think is going to happen because I've done this before, so I know what's going to happen. But I'm going to draw the jars. So I think my jar goes down like this and kind of has a little curve on the bottom and scoops around and goes back up like that. And if I want to make a top on it, I'm going to go whoop, and they're kind of round on top, aren't they? So they kind of scoops around like that. So I made a jar. Now, do you think the jars are going to stay empty? Do you think it's going to take all the water from one jar and put it into the other? Do you think it's going to go all blue into one jar, or all mix the red and the blue? I just want to know what you think is going to happen. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to take all of the jars, I'm going to move my paper towels out of the way, and my food coloring. So we're going to take these, and I want to alternate because I want to see what happens when the colors, I want an empty jar in between 2 colors. So I want to see, I'll have a paper towel going from the red into this jar and the blue. So this jar will have 2 paper towels in it. So what do you think could happen? That's part of your prediction. So put the empty jars in between each of those so we have a big circle. Okay. So what I did to my paper towels was I rolled them, I kind of rolled them up into like a little roll. So I didn't roll one, it's just 1 piece of paper towel. So I have 6 pieces all together because I have 6 jars. So I needed them to have 2 in each. Well, each jar has its own. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, so this empty jar in the back, this has 2, and this one gets 2. And this one will get 2. Okay, so the next step, I'm going to take 1 and put it in the blue. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this one in the red. All of my jars that have water are full to the top. So I'm going to take one from this side and put this one in the red. And I'm going to put this one in the yellow. And then the last one, I'm going to put this one in the blue. And then I'm going to put this one in the yellow. So I'm gonna move it a little bit closer so you can see what's kind of happening. So you can already see that the water's soaking up in the towels. So I want you to predict what you think might happen to all of that water. I'm going to add little clips to the video after a couple hours and show you what happens in the empty jars, okay? And then after all the water has moved wherever it's going, I have a second video that I'm going to add to show you what happens when I take flowers and put them into those jars, to show you something else, okay? All right. Hi friends, so it's been about 3 hours since I put the paper towels into each of the jars. So I wanted to show you what's happened since. It's not fully moved from jar to jar, but a lot of different things have happened. So I'm going to leave it in a little longer, but I'll show you where our water has moved to. So let's see. So this was the red jar. So the yellow jar, and now right here in between, can you see? We have a different color there. And then we had the blue and the yellow. We have another one right in the middle. Notice something about that one? And then all the way over here, we have the red jar and the blue jar, a different color in between. So our water moved into the empty jars and it mixed and made different colors. So I'm going to leave that until tomorrow morning and see how much more the water moves, and see if, because all my water levels are uneven, I want to see if the water maybe evens out so it's all the same in every jar. So tomorrow morning I'm going to look at it, but all of my jars have water in them now and they're all different colors, like a rainbow. So tomorrow morning I will take another video and see what they look like. Okay? Bye friends. Hi boys and girls. So I started this water experiment yesterday morning. So I wanted to show you what happened to all the water in all of the jars. So if we look at the top, you can see all of the colors of the paper towels changed. So I'm going to take out the paper towels and toss them. I have a plastic bag right here. So I can throw these out. And then we can look at them all in a row. Okay, so I'll have my red one first. Put that back there. Then I'll do the next one. Yellow. And this one was empty. Green, blue, and purple. So I'm going to pull it closer. So if we look, every other jar, so this one was empty, and this one was empty, and this one at the end was empty. So what do we notice about all of the jars? It made a rainbow. So all of the paper towels took water from one jar to the other, and all of the water in each of the jars ended up equal. So they're all even. So this is kind of like a flower. So flowers take water from their roots up into the rest of the plant. So I'm going to do another project. I'm going to use the water from this project in the next project. So you had your sheets that you had your prediction. Remember, you used your brain and thought what you what might happen. So you can draw another picture either on the back, or if you had enough space underneath, you can draw another picture and you can draw what actually happened to those empty jars. So we ended up with a full rainbow of colors. Isn't that super cool? So it's just like Miss Becca's story. So it's like planting a rainbow, right? So I'm going to keep these jars and I'm going to use them for my next project, okay? All right. I hope you guys liked this video. So if you try this one at home, this science project, I would love to see what you guys thought. And I want to see if you enjoyed it, and you can show me your pictures or videos and we can talk about it later, okay?